Okay, exciting because in this episode, I might not have anything to say. It's all going to be yours.
God.
Welcome to the Rosie and Roula show. Marhaba.
G'day.
So, my question for you, is there a van life etiquette?
You love your etiquette. I think the first thing that came to mind when you asked that, right? If you go to a caravan, well, not a caravan park, but if you go somewhere to park up, like it might be somewhere in nature, a beautiful block of land or a paddock or something like that, don't you dare park next to me. Don't you dare. If there is room elsewhere, you go park somewhere else. Why are you parking next to me? I'm in nature because I want my own space, and you're going to park 2 meters right next to me when you could have gone on the hundreds of meters away.
What if the spot you chose is so gorgeous?
Well, it's mine. Find your own.
But this is this like an unspoken rule?
Everyone breaks the rule. Yes, all the time. Nobody does this, but you got a good point though. If it is a good spot, then of course everyone's going to want to be there. But come on. It pisses me off. It's happened before. I think one of the reasons why people might do it is for safety. Maybe they don't feel safe by themselves, but I like my personal space. Bugger off. And it's one of the reasons I tend not to stay in caravan parks, because you're packed in like sardines. There's no personal space.
Mm-hmm. So is it, let's say someone parked, whether you like it or not, they're there. Is it that every time you get out of your caravan and they're outside, you have to say hi and have a small talk? How does this work?
I'm not good at that. I just don't like to look at people. I just want to go get on with it. But yes, the etiquette, when you're living on the road, you say good day, you have a chat. Where are you from? Where are you going? How are you? How's the weather? Where do you recommend we go? It's definitely a thing. And I never know how to answer these questions.
If it was for you, you wouldn't be. If once the van is working again and you're on the road, you won't be parking next to people.
Yeah, not if I can help it. Like, it's okay to have people around, but don't park so close if you don't have to.
And what else? What are other weird things or etiquette things? The do's and don't.
The do's and don'ts of van life. Oh. I don't even know if there are any others. Don't go to the toilet outside and leave your toilet paper there. People do that. It's gross. Don't do that. Like number ones and number twos, Roula. Gross. And there's a lot of, in Australia, like free camps. Like, it's on the side of the highway and you might get tired and you can pull over and you can, sleep in the car or whatever. Always covered with rubbish and toilet paper. It's feral. I seem to be saying etiquettes that aren't followed. I know.
Yes, also when we travel within Europe by car, we also stop at some places. Some places are organized and clean, etc.
Yeah.
And in between distances, you have this public toilets on the sides of the roads. And yeah, gross. But this is how people are. We're gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Can you believe during COVID people were taught how to wash their hands?
Yeah.
Can you believe that? With big papers hanging all over the place that when you use the toilet, wash your
and it
hands.
has the steps on how to wash it and how long you should be washing them for. That's a good point. Yeah.
Can you imagine? The remarkable things after COVID stopped, there are people who stopped washing their hands after the toilet. And I know that because when I use the toilet in public places or work, etc., I keep my ears open.
Listen.
To see if these people inside are washing their hands. So I know, do I touch the door handle or do I
Oh
just
no,
pull it?
yeah, I
And
try not to
ugh.
touch anything in public toilets, elbows and yeah. Ugh. I don't like using hand dryers either. They feel unhygienic. Do you like
The one
hand
you put your
dryers?
hands in them?
Yeah, that blow the hot air. Do you like
I
them?
hate all this stuff. I hate them.
Ooh, yeah.
I hate
Ick.
them.
Yuck.
Yes, yes. Okay, so another thing about van etiquette. So you're driving, you're on the road, and do you see other vans,
You got to
lifers
wave.
also?
Yes, you have to wave.
Yeah, okay.
And if someone doesn't wave, I'm like, oh, that wasn't very nice. And what's interesting
Oh,
is the closer you get to cities or towns, busier places, it's as if the rules change, the etiquette changes. You don't make eye contact with other drivers, you don't wave. But as soon as you get a bit further out, oh, hi, wave, smile, flash the lights.
it's common. When we live in big cities, we don't greet people on the street, but in villages and small towns, people they greet each other on the
Why
street.
is that?
I have this here where I live now. When I was living in the big city, no one greets anyone. And
Yeah.
here, everybody on the street is greeting. Even when I'm driving my car and
Yeah.
someone passing by and they greet me.
Wow. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I always have my smile on my face, ready to greet people because I don't know, should I greet or should I not greet? So I always have a smile. Maybe this is why they feel they have to greet me.
I remember when I moved to England, I found it very odd that people didn't seem to make eye contact when you're walking down the street. It was just mind your own business, look straight ahead, don't make eye contact, don't nod, and nothing. Whereas here, you at least make eye contact, even in the city. It was just such a stark difference. I was like, wow, this is weird. There's like
I
no
teach my
connection with
kids and
anybody.
myself. Not only the connection, I want to be aware of everything going on around me. I want
Yeah.
to know what's going on. Who are these people? Not know who are these people, but just see what's happening around me.
Mm.
And I learned this. I was watching program about it's program where people did crimes or stole or whatever, and then they ask people, have you seen this in your street? Do you recognize this person? And
Mm-mm.
that triggered me to look around, see who's around me,
So you can
what
catch
are the people,
criminals.
so I can catch criminals. But also I like it because um makes me feel alive.
Right. I agree. I agree.
I don't stare, but I
No,
look, watch the people around me. And
I
sometimes there
love
are
people
beautiful
watching.
people to
Mm.
see. There are people, I noticed, for example, someone carrying too many heavy bags and walking. I notice all these things. Well, I said yesterday to my husband, I was yesterday like a llama coming out of the
A
supermarket. I had
llama.
a big IKEA bag on one shoulder full with stuff, another big bag on this shoulder, and my tote bag across my body, and I'm walking like this to the car. I feel like a llama.
I've never seen
I
a llama
imagine.
carrying a pack, but I know I can
And then,
envisage it.
oh yeah,
That's
like in
hilarious.
Peru. Think of Peru, a llama with this
Alpaca.
bag
Is
on
it an?
his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
alpaca, a llama.
Was your hair all
They look
frizzy
the
too
same.
because it was humid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this image came into my mind, like watching in Peru alpaca with this bag, and they're climbing the mountain and full with stuff. And I thought, is this me coming out of the
And
supermarket?
you're quite short, aren't you? So the bags would have been like really low down and
Oh, did you have to say
oh, I'm
that?
sorry. It makes it funnier though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I don't want you to make it funny because I'm short and carrying bags. That's hurtful. Don't do that. I
I'm
don't know
trying
why
not to
people like
laugh.
to make fun of
Oh,
short people.
I'm imagining because IKEA bags are huge. So they would have been quite close to the ground. Or am I exaggerating? How
No, close to my thighs. So when I'm walking and I'm like
to your
walking and they're
thighs?
like,
Okay.
doo,
Banging on your hips as you're walking.
I have like a blue spot on my hip because of it.
You're bruised. I'm sorry I mentioned your height. It was an irrelevant factor. That's
Well,
a funny
my
image.
son went on a sleepover on the weekend, and when I picked him up, he was upset because the person he was sleeping over at was continuously making fun of him that he's short.
Oh.
He's not short. Who determines who's short and who's not short? He's 10 years old. And he found it really upsetting that the other child was continuously telling him how short he is.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel it because in Lebanon, everyone had to tell me how short I am.
And here I am mentioning your height.
And here you are mentioning
You're
it.
extra sensitive to it.
I don't understand this obsession with people to shame short people. Why?
Oh, it's not nice. No, I agree.
No.
And I'm sorry it came across that way because I hate that rubbish. It's ridiculous. And we spoke about it in an episode, didn't we? What episode was it? I need to know. It was within our first 100 episodes, I think. Let's see. Where was it? I'm trying to look through our spreadsheet. Where is it? Does height really matter? It was episode... Yes. What number episode is that?
It was a popular episode too.
Episode 23. Does height really matter? Go listen. It was a popular episode. Because why does our self-worth revolve around our height? It doesn't.
I don't know.
That's not nice that people make fun of it. And it does seem to be aimed more towards short people.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned it in the other episode and I mention it now. When I have tall people, because in the Netherlands, majority...
Lots of people are tall, aren't they?
The Dutch people are so tall. And I feel, mostly men, taller than women, I feel I'm continuously talking to their penis. Because my face is at the height of their penis.
Oh my God,
it's
really?
Quite interesting. I mean, I would look up to... But sometimes my neck hurts, so I look down and then I'm like, oh, okay, I can talk to your penis too. That's fine.
Well, I guess you'd see all sorts of interesting things depending on the trousers they're wearing and the underwear and whatever. Wow. That's an experience I have not had.
Exactly. What I want to say is that also short people have thoughts about taller people.
Yeah.
But we haven't found jokes about them yet.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
let's not be mean about height. That's silly.
No.
Yeah.
And that was our episode about van etiquette. If you still remember,
we didn't talk about van etiquette very much, but that's how we roll around here. But let us know. Do you travel in a caravan? Do you go camping? What's some etiquette that people don't follow and pisses you off? I want to know. And please send some love into Roula and say, how dare Rosie mention her height because she thought it was funny for the joke?
Maybe, but it's okay. I love you, Rosie.
And I love you. Height does not matter. Goodbye.
Bye.
If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have to stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so much. See you next time.
Said.